Y'all really like that song. I played that song last week and I gave my number out because, I'm not at the station on Sunday mornings and people call me to let me know that they really, really enjoyed The Thrill Is Gone. And that's by Kirk Whalen and Donny Hathaway's daughter, Layla Hathaway. Are y'all ready for Rickey Smiley? Now, Rickey Smiley is a comedian. So if you hear some things that you don't like or you may be offended by, don't call the station, all right? Because this is only comedy through the eyes and the observation of what Rickey Smiley sees in his life, and he makes jokes at it. So don't get offended. It's nothing personal. It's no statement made by God Faith Inspiration Show or the station. So just sit back and relax and enjoy the comedy of Rickey Smiley because, this was supposed to be an interview, but he gave me a mini concert. Really, he really did. And I took him a gift, some cookies, and it's from a young lady here in LaGrange, and I was so excited that I was calling her name wrong. I was calling her Tamara, and he was calling her Tamara, but her name is Tanya Jones Cameron, and she's the daughter of former state trooper Jesse Jones. So get ready and enjoy the comedy of Rickey Smile on God Faith Inspiration Show. Thanks for listening. I'm serious. I was like, I got to bring him something.
You bought the right thing.
I bought the right thing, Rickey. Well, I'm here with Rickey Smiley, and I am just so blessed that he gave me the privilege to have a little chat. He's eating some cookies from Tamara Jones, who's out of LaGrange.
Thank you, Tamara. This is
sweetie?
good. Oatmeal and raisin. I love it.
They're good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I will be ordering some. Come on,
Okay.
sit down.
Rickey, you have taken one of the most sensitive and sacred parts of the African American community, which is religion. Poked fun at it, made us laugh at ourselves,
That's right.
and you made it work. How
right.
did you come up with that?
Well, what I did was I just, I was always just the one in church. I used to do it at choir rehearsal. Being a musician, I used to give them a little show at choir rehearsal. Make fun of all that stuff. And I just did the stuff on stage, same stuff I've been doing, imitating people at church all my life. I'm talking about, really, it was nothing. It just being able to tell the story.
Right.
And stuff, I did do a new joke tonight, one about my grandmama. Don't want to get called waiting through the phone. I did that off the top of my head. That's why I was laughing. But in the truth, no sir, no sir.
Don't make me laugh. I got to keep my composure on this, okay? Don't make me laugh.
You know what's real funny?
My job.
When you they hear your grandmama and your great grandmama on the phone trying to get any understanding, and they both nerves be bad. I don't know. Big
What you say?
Well, what you want me to come? Well, okay, yes, ma'am, yes,
Oh, you are best. You know that. Well, let me ask you this. You're from Birmingham. And, you have a reputation and you've made a good living off of prank jokes. Were you one of those kids when you were small that used to get on the telephone and call people up and
Yeah,
do pranks?
before Star 69 came out, I would be one of those kids that would call the fire department and send them across the street. Yes, I'm from the South. I would get an address. Can you please send the fire department over here to put my cigarette out? And next thing you know, fire trucks be lined up all the way down the street.
No.
And then they started catching on, and I got a whipping.
Did you get any punishments? Were you on
Oh, yeah.
punishment like
I
maybe
used to get
300 days out of 365?
It was no punishment, straight whooping.
What was?
Yeah. Old folk didn't know what punishment was. By the time you got a whipping, you ain't feel like playing for the next 2 weeks.
Did you have to go and pick your own switch out and
Yes.
everything?
You have to go out there and just dig up a whole tree, bring the whole tree in the house, and then she gonna take that tree and braid it.
I like the joke when you were talking about grandmothers and bulldaggers, because I'm going to tell you,
That's what
I had to be
old
a
folks say.
Southern grandmama who came up with that term and was serious
Ain't
about it.
Ain't nobody said that about some old folks talking about some bulldaggers. Oh, talking about, Ophelia died, everybody going to the funeral, 'cause Jean a bulldagger, and they're just going to see if she gonna wear a dress.
You know what? You ain't lying.
Right.
You ain't lying. Because mine said that one. I wonder she going to put a dress on.
She came in there with a pantsuit on. I said, I told you she's a bulldagger.
So, Rickey, let me ask you something about your career. I've been watching you since the early 90s, okay? And I remember seeing you performing. They used to have the videos of you performing in comedy clubs in Birmingham. You might not remember that. But back in the early 90s, there was a surge of black comedians that came on the scene. Like Chocolate and Ted Carpenter and Angela Means. But you have been successful enough to stay in the mainstream of things. How did you manage that?
You just have to know how to market yourself, number one. Stop going back to the same city every year.
Okay.
Don't let people burn you out. be different, be special, be unique. When you do a lot of cursing on stage, you close the door. You can't get too preachy. If you're a Christian comedy, people didn't come to hear you preach. They come to hear you laugh. And you just have to have the natural ability to make people laugh. And you have to own the South. And your humor got to be natural. You have to be born to do this. I'm talking about really, if you're not born to do this, you're not going to survive over 10 years. You got to be born. This is my purpose. I was put on this earth to perform.
Your destiny.
Absolutely.